Peace and Black Power. Welcome to another edition of BABATV Every Time Fire. Out here with my big brother and Baba Seville. You know, it's always a pleasure when I'm in the company, and I find myself always very fortunate to be allowed in the company of the original people of the planet Earth. And Baba don't never get carried away with himself. I don't take nobody for granted, especially our people, because I know that these are God's chosen people of the planet Earth, and I'm very fortunate to be in the company of our people, and I thank the Most High for blessing me to be with such a magnificent people, especially when I'm in this brother's company right here. Seville, take it away, brother.
More than try to live, and the more me get stronger. More than try to fool, and the more me get wiser. Can't fool. Fire red trigger on the street. And the more than try to stop with, and the more we reach further. More than try to kill me, and the more me live longer. More than try to weak, and the more me get stronger. Can't fool. The fire red trigger on the street. And the I try to reach, and I know the youth them see them say one, but the fire call.
I have a special guest today. This brother name is Apollo. Apollo, you know what I'm saying? We have a lot of time, man, but I would like to ask you a question. Are the black people in trouble?
Yes, they is in trouble because of Donald Trump, and then they're still in the dark. They gotta come to the light. While they're being blinded with Donald Trump bullshit, Donald Trump is reaping the harvest while we're suffering and killing one another. But hopefully, we can get our people back on the right track. If they follow me and do what I do, stop shooting each other. Let's start dancing together like we did back in Africa. We were dancing on a tribal dance, and everything came to the foremost for us. And we was always reaping the harvest. We had what we wanted, but then we got greedy and wanted more, so we start dealing with our people on a down low basis, and we start selling our people off to the rich man that want to take us and put us in slavery, and that's why we all fucked up today. But hopefully, God knows if they follow me, they will be on the right track, and I'll make sure they reap the harvest of the Almighty Jah, Rastafari, Selassie, bless I.
Understand, man, that in order for us as black African people to transform, we have to do it by our behavior. If you have information but you're still acting like a nigga, then how can you actually say that the books or the DVDs or the insight that you have required to change you for who you are and what you are? A lot of people don't understand exactly what happened. For prime example, in Haiti, you have the Haitians and you have the Dominicans. Now, these are two different invaders that came in to do different parts of the country. You know what I'm saying? You had the French that came in over here, and you had the Spanish that came in over here. You know what I'm saying? Same people, but different rulers. You know what I'm saying? Now, for some reason, a Dominican might think he's better than a Haitian, or a Haitian might think he's better than a Dominican. But the only thing that have changed was the language. And when you have a language is attached by a culture. That means that people act like what they talk about. Like the Spanish. The Spanish had a certain lifestyle, a certain custom, a certain way that they would do things. You know what I'm saying? The Spanish thinking people. Then you have the French, who came on the other side of the island, you know what I'm saying, and dealt with the Haitians. They talked French, and they had certain cultures that went along with, you know what I'm saying, speaking French. But these are the same people. But yet and still, at one point, they was killing each other. The Haitians, you know what I'm saying, and the Dominicans. They was going at war. But these are the same people. Don't they understand that the invader is the invader? He is coming somewhere where he has no business being, took over, and then made everybody speak his language. Just like in America. You know what I'm saying? The blacks that were brought here took on what? English. We're not English people. You know what I'm saying? England is way across the water. But yet and still we speak English.
And then all of the hatreds of Europe will put in us. So if your slave master don't like this group, your ass don't like them. If your slave master didn't like the French or the Spanish, now we don't like them. All of the hatreds of Europe were put into us, and now we acting out that foolishness on one another still today.
And that's right and exact, man. Baba I couldn't have said it no better myself. But we have to understand that this went on in Panama. You know what I'm saying? When they came to Panama, there were people already there. But the Spaniards came there too. And what did they do? They adapted a language called Spanish. You know what I'm saying? When they went to Cuba, there were black people there. You know what I'm saying? And what happened? The Spanish came over there speaking Spanish again. And you got black, dark-skinned Cubans who's being suppressed. And the light-skinned ones are the ones being treated good. This woolly lynch syndrome is all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Whether this man existed or not, the concept exists.
And you gotta take the weight for that. I'm not gonna blame my community for that. Remember, white folks, you wanted us to call you massa. Well, hell, now you gotta take the weight, massa.
That's right. You have to understand that you taught this kind of behavior to us. You taught us self-hatred. You taught us to look at the light-skinned one as the good one and the dark-skinned one as the bad one. You told us and made us disrespect the old ones, you know what I'm saying, as a young brother, because in this day and time, these young brothers don't respect their elders. They don't know nothing about, you know what I'm saying, respecting their elders. But back in the days, we was always taught to give reverence to the older brother or older sister. But now it don't exist because it's not being taught in the house. And this is why it was necessary for me to come out with this book about the black family. It's necessary for me to discuss the union and the power that a family means, man. This is the problem now. We call ourselves, what's up, family? We don't believe what we say out our mouth. You don't look at another brother and sister as your family. You know what I'm saying? All the chaos and confusion that's in the so-called conscious community. You know what I'm saying? You get all of this people saying this and saying that. But what they're really saying is that they don't want no unity. They don't want to come together. They want Willie Lynch program to be successful. They want all of this negative things that we were taught to live out and to be something that's inside the interior of all of us. Somehow we have to overcome this mentality of self-hatred. You know what I'm saying? Somehow we have to change these things about ourselves, man, in order for us to be successful. I wouldn't care how many years you went to college. And I gotta say this, man. And I'm not knocking brothers and sisters who got degrees, man, from the white man's college. But don't try to look at other people that haven't went to college and try to say that you're above them, because that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers in the street who just as bad as the brother that got a master's or a doctor's degree. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about all our scholars who have went through those schools of thought. You got people who can sit down with the best, you know what I'm saying, and actually teach, you know what I'm saying, and raise people up from their mentality, man, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. So I don't knock the brothers and sisters who have got those degrees, but don't think that you're standing next to somebody that don't have that you're better than them. Because then that's white supremacy within itself. When you say, oh, you can't talk to me because I have a master's degree in psychology. I have a master's degree in political science. I have a master's degree, you know what I'm saying, in education. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make you no better than the person that haven't went to that level of learning. You know what I'm saying? Because we were self-taught. I taught myself. You know what I'm saying? I went to different schools and got certain informations, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? That sister right there. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, I learned a lot of stuff on my own, though. I'm self-taught, man. Yes, I went and took a couple of classes, you know what I'm saying, for being a youth counselor, or being a relationship counselor, you know what I'm saying, or being a marriage counselor or a drug counselor. Yes, I went to certain schools of thought for that, but I don't place myself above nobody. I did that while I was in the penitentiary. At the end of the day, I made use of me in that environment, man. You know what I'm saying? To better myself as an individual, man, so I can stop doing the things that I was doing negative. We all have a dark side, all of us. But a lot of brothers and sisters have not changed that behavior, though. At the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying? You love your people, so improve. This is not about talking, this is about walking what you say you do. You know what I'm saying? We got to start to love one another, but it comes by example. You gotta walk this, man. You can't just be talking it, you gotta walk it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start doing the things you say you're gonna do, man. People are talking too much. It's about building an empire, man. You talked about it, let's do it. I teach, man. Every day I be in the cold where I'm in now, man. It's 30 degrees outside, but I'm still teaching. I don't stop, man. This is what I do in my environment, where I live at. Where people are poor, but people ain't got a lot of money, man. At the end of the day, man. I'm about my people, man. I love my people, man. You think these crackers don't know what I'm doing out here? Yes, they do. But I'm about my people, and I'm about waking up the dead at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about.